big talking brewskis, you guys. Woo! Today, my co-host is Angry Bob.
It's true.
It's true. Give it up for Angry Bob.
Give it up for Angry Bob.
We also have Kevin Gootee as our special guest.
And he's clean shaved, which is very strange. But give it up for Kevin.
Yeah. Give it up for Kevin. We also have Pat Rigby.
Pat Rigby. Oh my God.
Give it for Pat.
If I was gay, I would be gay for Pat, and that's a compliment.
Yeah.
Because
what do you mean if?
What do you mean if? Okay, sorry, Kevin. I'm sorry. No, Pat's the best. I've known Pat for a long time. Very funny young man, ladies and gentlemen.
Sweet. There we go.
There you go. Awesome. So, Pat, how was your week?
My week was pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Anything fun, exciting, new happen?
My big one was I got into a fight with my wife because her girlfriend is coming in from out of town and was bringing her dog.
Now, by girlfriend, do you mean some kind of illicit, weird trifecta?
No, just one of her good friends.
Oh, okay, so nothing cool like some weird sex thing.
Nothing like that. But she's
pretty
I don't think you'd be that
for
upset.
her to bring a dog without asking permission from you both.
That's what I thought. And here's the thing is, I don't mind a dog. I really don't. My wife is deathly allergic to pet dander, though.
Oh, okay.
And so...
Oh, that's so nice. You're gonna bring
I had to be the mean one to her girlfriend. She was like, Marissa's coming over, and she's bringing the dog, and I was like, all right.
I'm not coming
your wife's
over.
girlfriend's an asshole. Can I curse in this?
Yeah, you can.
Your wife's girlfriend's an asshole for
no.
not knowing that she's deathly allergic to that, and why would she want to put your wife in the
Well,
harm's
what
way?
kind of dog is it? Is it like a
is it like a
hypoallergenic
stupid
dog?
little-
No, it's not hyper. It's a mutt of some
No.
kind.
No, because they're a hypoallergenic. Like, I'm
Yeah,
allergic
they're like
to dogs.
$20,000. You know.
I'm allergic to dogs. I had a Shih Tzu and never gave me a problem. But then, like, people that have, like, Chihuahuas or, like, anything like that, as soon as I, like, touch the thing, my hand swells up. I break out in hives.
She
So,
just starts
Those are like
sneezing
a handbag
uncontrollably.
dogs.
Yeah.
Those are. You ever
Is
see
it
a
like
woman?
EpiPen kind of danger we're talking here?
No, it's not death. It's more annoying than a trip to the
But who
hospital.
wants
Like,
to bring
she's
a
gonna
dog?
be
It's like bringing a
wheezing.
kid. You know, it's like just come.
I would be
alone.
cooler with a kid because it doesn't make my wife sneeze.
Kids are annoying too.
It
so
depends
it
if
makes
they're
me
potty
sneeze.
trained or not. But
Yeah,
then they
well.
still are going to ruin the carpets.
Well, there are
This is
old
true.
people that aren't potty trained either. So.
This is true. You don't invite them over.
Everybody
either.
has.
No,
everybody
no one is
has
allowed to come in my
accidents.
apartment.
Everybody has an accident.
Let's
Well,
not
This
point
is
fingers
true.
here.
Yeah, I had one last night.
Okay,
Like,
there we
Uh-oh.
No, but I'm not inviting myself anywhere. It's not
Are you
like,
trying to
hey, can I
open
go over
this-
to your house to shit myself? You know. Maryssa, come
Pat, I
on.
noticed you wear your ring on your middle finger. Why is that?
Quickly as possible, my maternal grandfather, my mom's dad, had 4 daughters, no sons, so nobody shares his last name. All of his daughters had sons. I have nothing but male nephews, or I'm sorry, cousins, and he lost his ring finger in the Philippines in World War II.
And you're honoring that?
So we all wear our wedding ring on our middle finger like he did.
No, come on.
That's really
Kevin,
nice.
come on.
I don't know if it calls
That,
for
no, that
No,
is,
it is nice.
That's like gangsta. That's
I
like, you
also
know,
like
he
the
lost his
bejeweled
hand,
fuck
I wear
you.
it on my face.
That's fun.
There
Yeah.
you go. Yes,
With the ring.
No,
It's
that's
low class.
wonderful.
So, Kevin, how was your week?
Magical. I just quit my job
Magical.
today.
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
Got
No,
another
you
one.
can't
Got
get
another one
unemployed.
yesterday though.
Can
No,
you-
I'm not unemployed.
Congratulations.
I have
No,
another gig.
you can't get on. I would still file. I've quit jobs and filed.
No,
for
I got another
unemployment.
gig. I got another gig. I'm
Ah,
And it starts on a Saturday?
No, it starts
Mon-
Monday. Actually.
What is it?
Okay.
Is it something?
It's medical
interest-
sales.
Medical
Okay.
sales.
Nice.
What are you selling? Like hips and bones? And shit?
No, this time it's DNA swabs that'll be able to test to see what drugs you may need to take that will react the best with you, with causing the least amount of side effects. And they run them by your DNA profile, and they're able to ascertain.
It's
that.
like
That's
fucking
awesome.
Gattaca, you know? It's like, no, really, they could stick a swab in your nostril and see if you're going to be an asshole or something when you're
Do you ever
Sounds
feel like
they
the
would
job
put the
is soul
swab in your
crushing and
asshole
that you're
to see if you're an asshole.
contributing
exactly.
to like tearing down? our
No, I'm just doing this, biding my time until I get my projects off the ground. Then I can give the big double middle finger. No ring on, though. The
And
big
what's-
double middle finger to corporate America and say, fuck off.
What's
I've
this
had
project? Come on, tell us.
I have a TV show in mind,
Uh-oh,
and that is
TV
what's
show.
going on. That's it. That's
Nice.
There
it.
you go.
Nice.
Come on.
It's sizzle reel
Working
ready.
it,
Sizzle reel ready.
showbiz. All right, well, your parts
awesome.
for all of us. You know, that's one of the prerequisites of coming in here, you know?
Yeah, I'm a
I play
wacky
the
neighbor in waiting.
No, I'm a wacky neighbor.
Two people
You're my gay lover.
competing for wacky neighbor.
Yes, yes.
I can be a bitchy coworker.
Yes, yes. No, you're too sweet. You could be like the sweet coworker who wants to be the bitchy coworker. But
What about something more exciting, like the ex-girlfriend who wants back in or something like that?
I could do that. I could do that.
The ex-wife, you could have a kid.
Oh, I would love to be a crazy ex-wife.
How about the ex-daughter who wants that back in? I don't know what that means. But
No,
that's strange.
no.
How about the female version of Cliff from Cheers at a bar?
That would be cool too.
Nah, she's too cute for that.
I think we're ready for a female alcoholic on TV. A lovable.
How about a female Cheers? An
alcoholic.
all-female Cheers. A lesbian Cheers.
It's
I
like,
love that.
oh, she's a hot mess, but she's so adorable as she pukes. I'll hold your hair, honey.
There you go. And you're all like tax accountants.
Did you ever see the episode where he had like suffered from a hangover or anything like that?
Who was this?
We're talking about Cheers.
Oh, we are.
Are we?
God.
Yeah, we're
I don't
talking about Cheers.
Doesn't come to mind, no.
No, me neither.
No, 'cause-
I don't know.
Let's bring up
Yeah.
shit that we've never seen.
no, because I don't
Can I
think
bring
they
up
ever
that
had
I've
it.
worked with Ted Danson? Look at me.
The name drop of the evening goes
9
to
minutes
Angry
in
Bob.
already, I'm going showbiz on everyone. But
So
well, good luck.
you worked
Have
with
you?
Ted Danson. Go on. You didn't drop it for no reason.
Oh,
Just
now you want me to go? I would
go
tell you,
ahead
I'm
with
bored.
it.
He
You
brought
gotta
him lunch
drop
one
it,
day,
you
all
gotta
right?
drop
Let's just
it.
move on.
Yes. No, when on the second day of this on board to Death, Ted Danson came up to me and he said, "Angry Bob, you were just magical. I swear." And I went, "Well, thank you very much."
What
Mr.
set was this
Danson."
on?
On Bored to Death. I was on that, that show HBO, Bored to Death.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I do
was on
remember that
a bunch
now.
of episodes 'cause that's what I do. But anyway, so
What does he smell like?
But enough about me, more about you. Come on, Kevin, tell us
Smells
about
like
this.
a
So
Ted
you're not
Danson.
you're not giving us
I
any
don't know.
deets. No
Something-
deets.
No, not yet. We're not at
He
that point.
smelled like success. All right. Anyway,
I'm thinking it will.
not even a little.
me? Oh.
No. Not even a little hint. Just give us a little sort of like, is it comedy? Is
It's
it drama?
oh, it's comedy.
Game
It's
show?
a
'Cause I got
comedy.
game
It's
show.
not a sitcom, but it's comedy. Comedy related.
reality,
That's for
or
sure. Actually,
scripted,
reality
scripted?
too. No,
All
not
right,
scripted.
All right, that's good.
Yep.
That's good.
Comedy
Com-
with panelists.
So why
comedy's
don't you
kind of your
do-
wheelhouse, though.
Hold on.
don't you think?
Yeah.
Why don't you do your own pilot? You can do a pilot on a goddamn iPhone now.
You're already
you know?
doing it.
See, the younger generation, they know about technology.
Younger.
Just
Thank you
walk
very
right
much.
into,
If you were doing like
Turner
long form
Broadcasting or
musical,
something,
that would
you
be like interesting, though, right?
Wouldn't it
know? That
be?
would be weird.
I could do a documentary on the Stradivarius violin, perhaps,
Only if
or
it's
the
like
Tchaikovsky
Bizet, you know?
sonnet.
We're doing an updated version of Carmen. Carmen is a
That's
bitch.
funny.
We're rebooting Cop Rock.
So, Pat, tell us a
Watch that.
tell
I
us a
love
TMI moment.
I'm sorry, what?
TMI, like too much information. Like it can be anything. It doesn't have to be sexual or whatever, but just
But
like
it
just
helps
one
if it's
thing.
sexual. Come on.
Well, he's gonna ask you if you're a lesbian.
I am.
He asked everybody if he's a lesbian.
Well,
A
indeed,
TMI
a lot of
question.
lesbians.
Yeah, just like one thing that's TMI that like you feel comfortable sharing with everyone.
Ooh, on the spot. I keep like bringing things up and then disregarding. Like, no, don't talk about that. I don't
Oh,
know.
we talked about it in the hall. Just kidding.
No,
about nothing.
TMI. Too much information.
Your love for Todd Monders.
You're stalling.
Yeah, I totally am.
He's a Greg Norman shirt on though, everyone.
Can I come back? Can I pause? What's your
All right.
TMI?
You
To put it
failed.
back on you.
My
Just
TMI?
a bunch.
Yeah, I mean, I let me think here.
Mine are all gay and pathetic. So. Not that there's anything wrong with being gay, but pathetic.
Nothing wrong with being gay.
No, I said gay and pathetic. It's like a double.
I got it.
Yes.
TMI.
There's gay and triumphant.
So, like, actually today I was at the day job and I was in the bathroom
Uh-oh.
and like I hadn't really like I farted, but I hadn't actually gone to like the deuce. But like as soon as someone walked in, they were just like, "Oh my god!" and they started spraying, and I'm just like, "Wait until the rest happens."
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Can't
just-
handle this now.
This
So
is
they
the
couldn't
th-
handle the preamble, in
No,
other words.
no, it
This
was
is the
just like-
thunder. Wait to the lightning.
Was this
Yeah,
a fart
exactly.
where you knew immediately you had to kind of cut that fart short in case you might be
The-
in the red zone?
The one that
brown
was
zone?
in the
Thank you.
cubicle, like that was the fart
Well, it
that's
could
like,
be in the
oh,
red zone, but that's
oh,
really
I gotta
fucked
go.
up.
Right.
And then the second fart was the one that like walked in, they're like, oh god, and then they started spraying. I'm just like, yeah, this is not gonna get any better. Like, have fun. There's another bathroom.
So
Like,
what happened? We want to know. Did it all
It
come
wasn't.
out?
It wasn't
that
good.
bad?
It wasn't a good thing.
Oh, was
like,
it?
You know when you have that like
You wipe
shit?
the right way so you don't get the urinary
Yes,
tract?
you're not the
No,
only.
but that's important though.
For everyone who wants to go down to Marissa, yeah, she
Yes.
does wipe the correct
No,
I
a
do
lot of
wipe
women
the
do it the
correct
wrong
way.
way. Then they get the itchy, squitchy, and then they gotta go get a
Yeah, no, there's no cottage cheese.
erythromycin. No cottage cheese
There's
coming
no
out of here.
cottage cheese in this factory.
No fallopian tube cheese.
No, but
Okay,
like
we
you
get
know
it.
when you have like one of those shits where like it escapes the water,
Okay.
like
Oh, that's called dry dock.
Is that what that's called? I never knew what it's
when
called.
it sticks out of the water.
Yeah.
I've got like a whole like list of shit terminology.
Really?
Was
So
it a
that's-
case of it piled high, or was it a case of it was just long? And
No, it was
That's
like
called
a
dry
mound.
dock.
It was
Did
like
you
a
have to
mound.
stand up
Oh.
to finish it off?
No, I didn't know that it was standing out of the water until I finished, and
Was
I'm
it
like,
a double
"Oh."
flush?
That could be also a chocolate
That
lava
was a
cake
triple.
too.
That was
A
a
triple.
triple.
Oh, really?
My oh my.
'Cause I don't
What
like
is
to
your die
leave-
consisting of?
Did you
I
did you
had a
clog the
sandwich
toilet?
yesterday, and I usually don't like eat sandwiches, but I definitely think it was the sandwich.
'Cause
I
if
had
you
sandwich
clog the
and
toilet-
I had like guacamole and salsa.
Ooh, that's good. If you clog the toilet, it's a Spanish olive.
A Spanish
Well,
olive.
you know they get the red thing in the olive and it clogs it up.
Oh,
so
the
there you
pimento.
go. The pimento. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was a 3-flusher because I try to be like
Really?
considerate and not leave like stripes on the toilet. You know what I mean? So it's just like,
Most women
Fuck
don't
that.
know. This is
Show your
awesome.
accomplishments off to the next person coming in there.
it's like, how you
Some
gonna beat
skid
this? It's like
marks.
that's like the turd mic drop.
It's like drag racing with a duty.
That's
Yeah.
like the Irish guy in Gangs in New York where he had the number of notches carved in his hammer. That's what you got to do, leave the streaks like that.
Oh, Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah. No, it's the Irish guy, not Daniel Day-Lewis.
Oh, I don't know.
I was a
Oh,
barber
right,
guy.
right. He was not the Irish guy. He was the guy
was
who
the
had the
English guy.
little eagle in his fucking eye. I
And that
remember
eagle
that.
changed eyes, which drove me insane.
I know.
It's just like I'm like, what are
Scorsese
you talking
demanded
about?
it just to
Like,
fuck with people.
To change the eagle in his eye? That's ridiculous. Like the whole time I'm like, that's the wrong eye.
Do you think
just
that's
the
his
wrong
worst
eye.
movie?
No.
What? I
no,
love
it's-
Gangs in New
it's-
York.
No.
It's an interesting movie.
I love it.
I think he took the most interesting thing, the subject of the movie, which is the Civil War riots.
Oh, well-
And he made it almost like a background
Yeah.
thing. Kind of like Titanic. It was like, we're going to have a love story.
Do you know
over
the
this-
story about that? That they had to wait a year to release it because he wanted to show the World Trade Center at the end as, you know, the progression to what New York is now. And he refused to remove that because he wanted to show, you know, New York. And
As
it
it
was like,
built, yeah.
it was supposed to come out like a month after 9/11.
Kind of
so-
like if you ride the elevators in the World
Yeah,
Trade Center.
so-
Now they have the.
I mean, he should have
computer
waited like
generated-
another 11 years and just show the new one. You know,
I'd
Yeah.
say his worst film, Scorsese film, worst film is Shelter Island is a steaming piece of shit.
Really?
Yeah, that
Hated
was
it.
No,
crappy.
Hated
you're
it.
right.
That
You're
was
right.
crap.
You know why? I finally saw it and I said, "This is stupid." You know, that was his movie.
What was the
'Cause it-
one from the 90s? I think it was called Bringing Out the Dead. And it had.
Oh, the
John-
ambulance with Big
John-
Rames? That was
yeah,
bad too.
yeah.
That one
I
wasn't
thought
I don't know if
good.
that was him. Was it him?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
It
thought
could be.
yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
like that either. I was bored.
No,
I thought it was
Was it
because
like
he filmed the one scene
Nicolas
with John
Cage was
Candy
in that?
running backwards.
John
to-
Candy.
Not
No,
John Candy.
Nicolas
John,
Cage.
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah,
Nicolas Cage.
Bing Rames
which-
was in it too.
Who's
Which
the,
has
bi-
been
who's the big
confused
guy
with
in it?
John
John.
Candy. Leguizamo?
No,
No,
the,
he was-
the guy
Goodman?
from- John Goodman.
John
from Rosa.
Goodman. Yes, yes.
He has a scene where he has to run, and then they shot it all backwards to make it look dream-esque. And I was like, it looks.
Okay,
stupid.
what about King of Comedy? That's a brilliant fucking
Decent.
film. No,
We're
come
talking
on.
about his worst though.
No. All right, well, no, well, I'm giving some props to Marty. You know, maybe I'll work for him one day or never, but whatever. That was a good. What about After Hours? That's an interesting one too. No, maybe. That's in New York that doesn't exist
all right.
anymore. So
It's all right.
All right.
done.
Mean Street's another good one.
Kevin,
yes,
what's
ma'am.
your
Come on,
TMI
it's
moment?
Classic.
You're asking, so, okay, let me just make sure I get this right. Where someone gave information to me where I'm like, what the fuck?
It could be either. It could be like someone told you information that you didn't want to hear, or you want to tell us something that is like too TMI.
See, I don't give a shit. When people tell me things, I kind of consider like an honor when someone lowers their barriers just to have verbal diarrhea and tell me everything about them.
Look at this guy.
Thank you. Actually, I'll give you a story. My buddy brought his friend's wife in. This was Tuesday night. We're hanging out, and she used to be a stripper.
Ooh.
And she was just describing how wet she gets just hanging out sometimes. And
Wow.
she was describing her clit. I'm like, well, very much. Thank you very much for describing that. And she goes, "What's your dick like?" And I told her, and I described my dick to her. And she's like, "That's pretty cool."
I would have
So,
just showed it to her at that point. I said, "All right, well, you know, it's right over here."
I mean, the
Now,
offer
was
is
your
out there.
wife there?
No, she was. I was doing comedy that night. My buddy goes, "Hey, I'm in Meatpacking. Where are you?" I said, "Oh, I'm in West Village. Just, come meet me for a drink." I'm like, "No." So, all right, cool.
You're married? Wow, that's crazy. How long have you
Yeah.
been married?
Almost 2 years.
Oh, but how do you find working the whole comedy lifestyle and marriage together? Just out of curiosity.
It's gonna sound trite, but my wife is not a pain in the ass. Otherwise, I would not have
She's
gotten
not
married.
a comic though, right?
No.
Oh,
No.
see, that's smart.
No.
Never want to two comics. Fuck it, because one will always be better than the other. It causes a lot of conflict. Smart.
Thank you.
Man. It's good. No kids though. Kids?
On the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Congrats. dude.
Thank you. You?
Do you have a mom?
Never.
What's that?
Do you have like relatives who will help?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
That was a firm never.
No, because no kids. Sir, I would punch someone in the uterus if they ever said they were
We
pregnant.
used to put it off because I've been married for 10 years, and it would be like, oh, we'll think about it down the road. No, and then it was like we might adopt, and now it's like no.
You're just past the point of no return.
Yeah, we're now to the point where it's not PC to say, but we would run the serious risk of having a target
Well,
kid.
my wife's 40 and I'm 38, so we said fuck it. We're
Amniocentesis?
Yeah, we did it. Everything's clear.
Now, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
This is remember, this is all real talk.
I have no
Big
problem.
talk.
I know where it's going to go.
If it turned out, the
yes,
kid
I would
had
totally get an
issue,
abortion. Yeah, goodbye.
This
We already
is a
discussed
good
that ad
man.
nauseum.
You're not going to Sarah Palin it,
No,
right?
no,
like,
no.
You know, use it as a prop
Life
for,
sucks enough as it is. It's tough enough. Why bring someone else in the world saddling with that
See,
burden?
this-
If you don't
this
agree with
is
that,
it.
sorry, but that's the way I feel.
No,
Be pro-life if
Hey,
you want to, but I'm
he's a good
pro-choice.
man.
Yeah.
You got to go, you know.
Yeah.
Did you woo her by having her come to comedy shows?
Ew.
No, I didn't start doing comedy until about five years ago. So we were
No.
dating for a little bit before that. So she knew before what it was like being comedy. So
Did she try to dissuade
No,
you? Say,
were you
not
into
at all.
this
comedy
Nope.
thing?
This was
What
way
about
back
me?
way
Me?
back in 2001. I got the girl who was not even my girlfriend. I was with another girl at the point. I got her to come to a bringer show, and it went from being a girl who was kind of aloof to suddenly being into me. And then I broke up with the ex-girlfriend and got together with that girl.
you.
So I think whenever a
Dating
comedian
through
tells me
bringers.
they're not getting laid, I'm like, you might not be that funny.
And you know what? If any comedian ever poo-poos a bringer, he got some fucking sex with
I'll
it.
agree with you on that as well because my wife and I broke up for about almost a year, and then by that time I was running, having some fun.
Really?
I was absolutely.
Did you fuck any comics?
No.
Oh, you really
This
keep
is
your
the
dick
thing
away
that's
from
different between guys.
I was doing a lot of I do my
No, Maryssa,
in the
this
scene.
is
So anyway,
interesting stuff to know about, like the fucking of comics or not, because there's pitfalls to it. You know?
Yeah.
No, I understand the pitfalls of being comics, but as I uncomfortably
TMI.
adjust-
I'll finish my story in the meantime. So I actually brought one girl as kind of sort of seeing to a show, and I thank God I killed it. And it was just like like Niagara Falls between her legs, and just at the bar. And I was like, this is it can't help.
Wait.
It can go against you
Wait,
as
you
you
fucked
would
her
say.
at the bar?
No, that was later on.
Oh, okay. I thought you
In
said
the bathroom at the
See,
bar.
like,
No.
I feel like
Wow.
No, I was kidding. No, I was
it
kidding.
doesn't work
Right.
for women though. Like I mean, I've dated a couple of guys that I've met at like
Who?
comedy
Who?
shows,
Who?
but like,
Names.
but I mean like audience members.
Oh.
Like I've like dated a couple of guys that I met, like, but it just never works out because like. I feel like women are attracted to funny men, but men are not attracted to funny women.
Right.
Disagree.
No. Well, I don't know, because here it is. Women like a
They-
man of accomplishment, but men just want a woman to be acquiescent and naked. You know,
They just
Let's be
want,
honest.
like,
So they become
basically a
competitive?
guy wants a
Yeah.
girl that's going to deal with their bullshit, and they don't want the risk of them calling them out in front of strangers on what they're doing.
Yeah,
like, that's
that's
always
fair.
the fair. Like,
Right.
it's just
That's
like,
fair.
it's like, because anytime I date somebody and this is kind of why, and I try not to date comics, but why I kind of find myself mulling it over more, it's just because civilian guys are just like, oh, well, if we date, are you going to tell jokes about me? Or am I going to end up in your routine because I don't want you to tell jokes about me? And I'm like, well, don't be a dick or do something stupid, and you probably won't end up in the routine.
Or
But
can I use a different name, like Thad? Or
I never say their names.
Thad.
Like, I never,
Was he an '80s villain in a teen comedy?
yes.
I
Here's a
never
$1 million
say their
question I have for you. Now you kind of touched on this and just buried the lead in my book. How does a random regular guy pick up a female comic like yourself?
Interesting.
Well, if the female comic is myself, there can be. Of course, they have to have a good sense of humor. I want somebody that's funny.
Well, they have to be cute. I mean, come on, you know.
That's not going to be a negative.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say a nice package. You know, if they're wearing jeans and it looks like there's something down there. You know.
You know, here's the thing. There is
Uh-oh, here we go.
there is a such thing as too much penis. Like,
Ooh, really?
There is too much penis. There is.
What's
fully
too
disagree.
much?
I'm just
No. This is
Yeah.
important, Kevin. Shush. What's too much? What's too much?
I mean,
What's the right amount? Let's hear. And I'm
I
talking
feel
about
like as
length
soon
and
as you
width.
start
Jesus,
going
let her
to-
finish,
I
dude.
know,
No,
right?
no,
It's
no,
just
we need
like-
to.
God damn.
It's like, how much penis is too much penis? Tell me I'm angry.
Brr.
But I think that like once you start getting past double digits, like once you get to 10
What?
above, it's too much penis.
What did you just hear this? So in other words, like 9 is perfectly fine.
9 is fine, but 10 and up, it's like what? Well,
Wow,
okay,
you would
so-
hate me.
Well, I mean, the international average of a penis is 5.2 inches. That's like
Yeah,
the
that's about right.
international
Above average, motherfuckers. Above average.
As
Wow,
they're,
no, have
they're
you ever
all
Not
been
saying
with
I'm crushing it, but I'm above average.
Have you ever been with a 9-inch penis person? Man?
That's a yes if you said the thing is too much penis. That's an obvious yes.
Have you ever been
Yeah.
with anyone who's double digits? Have you?
Well, I've seen the double digits, but I could not go through with
You
it.
couldn't let it in.
No, it's like as soon as I saw it, I was just like, "There's no way.
That's too
There's
much.
There's no way."
Too
It's
buku,
like you're
too
trying
buku.
to parallel park a friggin'.
Was it a white or a black guy? Be honest.
I was a white guy.
Yeah,
Really?
1-0
Wow.
us.
There you go. It's true. Breaking a stereotype.
Now hold on a sec. I have to ask this question. Since you said it was too much to handle at that point, what did you do to help? What did you do for him? Because you said I can't put that in there. Did you take care of him in another fashion?
Did you just humiliate him?
I was just like, it's getting really late. I think I'm gonna go back to my dorm.
Didn't even blow him or give him a handy.
No, it
God damn it.
Not
anyway.
even beat the head with like a pogo stick or
there was,
something? Ugh,
there was not. It wasn't.
That's not cool.
First, it was no way because it was just like, because if you start with that, then it's gonna try to lead into other things, and I'm just you can't. This is why I look at it. You don't date or hook up with like a huge penis. You don't. You
Really?
marry a huge penis, but you don't hook up with one because how often are you going to find it again? And now you're always chasing this big dick.
Oh, so you're saying that if you marry one, it's going to stretch you out and you'll be used to it. But if it happens once in a while, then you're fucked because now you
you're
need
just
to
like
look,
everybody. You're just like, oh, well, what is
I think I saw that on an NBC The More You Know like promo.
well,
was on a
it should have
Dateline.
been. It
How
should have
you
been.
avoid being a size queen?
Yes.
How do you avoid being? Oh,
no,
well, yeah.
just
by being a
But,
lesbian.
Wow. Whatever happened
Yeah.
with this large penis feller?
I don't know. It was in college. So.
What about the opposite? Some guy dropped trow and it was
And
like,
it's too-
oh,
yeah,
it's
no,
too-
no,
it's
I'm
too-
not a pedophile.
Have you
Like,
laughed?
like-
Have you ever seen it like a tiny hairless penis with little balls?
It wasn't hairless. He was less than 5 inches.
Ooh.
No.
German?
Excuse me,
no,
I'm German. We were very well endowed. Thank you.
No, he
It is a
wasn't.
stereotype, though. You're a lucky man. Go on.
He was Asian.
Yeah,
I refuse to believe that.
No.
But-
Oh,
He was
my
being
Teutonic
facetious.
friend. How sarcastic you are.
But yeah, no, that was just
Interesting.
It was not. It was not good.
I'm learning a lot that you're definitely not a racist. You've definitely dated several different types of
Oh,
men.
no,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
Not that there was a doubt, but this is just clarifying.
Yeah, no.
She's into the Gorgic mosaic of cock. I like that.
You
Yes,
know,
yes.
it's- I am the Rainbow Coalition of.
Now, do you mind if I just switch gears for a quick second and we can get back to anything wrong? And this is.
what is this?
Well, no, wait. I want to present something.
It's my show, goddamn. What do you
All
mean
right,
switch
but
gears?
I am the co-host, and I am taking over for a moment.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if this is the right time, but my beautiful co-host, Maryssa Smith, today is her birthday.
It is.
And
it?
I
I didn't see
brought
Facebook yet.
it broke, but it is a strawberry shortcake cookie from the
Thank
world
you.
famous Fairway supermarket. We're not getting an endorsement, but think about it. And this is very delicious. Look at that. It looks like strawberry
It's cute
shortcake.
and adorable.
And here we go. And happy birthday.
Happy
Thank
birthday.
you,
I wish I would have known.
Yay,
About a cookie as
strawberry
well.
shortcake.
Wanted
cookie.
and you'll enjoy that later or whenever you want.
Thank you.
And just one last thing, I just wanted to give it's not really a TMI, but I'm a little upset because I think I told you.
Okay.
I drive into the city and I park downtown because I don't like to take the subway all the way because I hate it. So I specifically stole a parking spot from someone. I'm a really good New York driver and I know how to get around people. And it was I'm Jew, because I'm going to say something very anti-Semitic. It was two old, annoying Jews. And they drove by me. It looked like Jerry Seinfeld's mother. And she drives by and he goes, "Oh, I like the way you stole the spot. I hope you like your tires." And then they took off. It was like gangster.
Well,
Holy
luckily
shit.
they can't bend over to actually like
Probably
cut your
not.
tires.
I think
like,
the
they would
husband
just
said, "All right,
break a hip.
he's gonna come after us, Edna."
Oh my god!
But I'm a little concerned that this is gonna cost me a couple of tires. I hope not. But you gotta sometimes steal.
This might be
is
my
true.
TMI then, is I don't consider myself a racist person, but my downstairs landlady,
Jews,
who is Albanian, didn't turn on the heat this winter. So I started Googling mean things to call Albanians. Number one Google research.
Well, the worst thing is Albanians, I think.
Gypsy, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Gypsy.
yes, I can see
But
that.
when you say gypsy, I think of like an old woman reading a glass ball. But apparently, if I say it to my downstairs landlady, it drives
like,
the point.
Yeah,
So
Eastern
now you
Europeans
don't feel
like
bad what happens with the Taken films when he goes and shoots all the sex slave people, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, fuck them.
So
Are you a full-blooded German?
No, mostly though.
German what? Because then you know the whole thing about the gypsies, you know?
How the Germans locked them up with the Jews in the concentration camps along with
killed
everyone
a
else.
bunch
Yeah,
of them.
that's it's in the history books.
But no, what is it? Eastern Europeans do not like being called gypsies. I actually knew that, so.
I didn't. I just
now
don't.
you know.
I don't think.
Well, it's like
gypsy-
Arabs
Now,
don't
this
like
is the
being
other
called
end of
I don't
Israeli
think it has
dogs.
enough venom, so I want to add gypsy motherfucker to it. Then I think motherfucker's doing all the heavy lifting.
Gypsy's worse enough. Like, if you call an Arab an Israeli dog, they really don't like that, just to let you know.
What about this? What's the Albanian national foe? Like, you know how we hate. I don't know.
I think Estonia.
Dial it up.
I think Estonia.
North Koreans.
Right. So let's say what's their equal hatred rival? I would just call her that, Albania, Estonia, whatever. Yeah, you're all the same.
Yeah.
Lump them in that way. That'll send her fucking tits in a knot.
Maybe. I wanted that one word, though, where if you shout it to a random Albanian across the street,
Right.
they're going to take off their jacket and be like, what did you just call
but
me?
they're crazy, though. Be
I
careful.
want that
Yeah,
word, but
yeah.
I'm on a quest for that word, and I've yet to find that word.
You heard about that?
Albanians are crazy though, because I definitely, going back to I date anybody. So I did go on 2 dates with this Albanian guy, and he was a bit stalkerish. And if I went out with my girls or whatever, he'd text me and be like, "Oh, where are you?" And if he couldn't go, he'd send his cousin to watch us.
Whoa!
And then he'd be and then he's like, "Oh, well, I'm just here to make sure you girls are okay." And then if he would follow
That's
us,
worse than me.
and I'd be like, "Dude, why are you following us?" He's like, "Oh, I just have to make sure that you guys get home okay."
I
And
want
I'm
to
like,
make
"Oh, who
sure
the
you're
fuck?"
okay.
Is
and you're
he
not
like
with
the
Two
another
dates?
man.
Yeah, 2 dates.
How
Did
big
you
was his
bang him?
penis?
No.
Thankfully.
Oh, you never saw the penis?
No, I did not see the penis.
Okay.
I did
Well,
not.
I've
But
never
there's
seen an
this-
Albanian.
We could start a rumor about Albanian penises
I
right
know,
now.
right?
Don't you talk about the
They're
Albanian
long but
pieces.
skinny.
They're the pencil penis. They're pencil pricks.
Linguini,
of Albanians.
Linguini number 9.
Plus, you can't see it through all the Albanian hair. It's like a Albanian farce.
And the gold chains, too. Don't forget those.
This is
So-
too much
So,
information,
Pat,
ladies.
how do we fix the MTA?
Easy.
Cemented
I
over?
grew up on a military base outside the city of Tokyo, and the Tokyo subway system in the early to mid 90s is still more modern than the MTA is in 2015. One of the big ones is there are no turnstiles in Japan. It's a gate you can imagine. You swipe your you put your card in like an ATM, and it shoots out. And then a gate opens up, so if you have luggage or a cart or something, you then walk through, and the gate then closes.
That's like
behind.
France.
And
France
then
is the same thing.
I'm sure
Paris.
DC's the exact same
Yeah.
way. There's no turnstile or anything like that. Part of it, though, is they have an homogenous society and all of that.
Yes, that helps.
And they're willing to spend money on different parts of the
Infrastructure.
Exactly.
Well, they have a more socially conscious society.
I don't know
not
if you've
like
ever
our-
compared 59th Street, Lexington Avenue, to the Jamaica Queens Station, but they're worlds apart, and it's because they serve different communities.
Yeah.
Whereas in Japan, it was more homogenous, so they were like, we're going to take care of the end of the line as well as the major hubs.
Right.
And you have a
We have no
much
dark people here.
nicer commute.
Yeah, the commute is ridiculous. I take trains a lot for those that are on my Facebook. And I'll just give you an example. This week, actually. So I get up early. I'm trying to get on the early train so I can get into the office early. And the early train is the earlier train. So let's say I'm waiting for the 7:09. I get to the station at 7 o'clock. The 6:45 still hasn't come yet.
Yeah.
So I actually end up getting on the 6:45, which is now, already late. So now I'm late to my next train to make my transfer. I missed that train, so I take my late transfer. So if I had actually slept like a half hour later, this is the train that I would be on. But, you know, get on that train. There's a woman stuck in the bathroom. Like, she's locked in the bathroom. And there's like 6 passengers trying to like jar the door open of the bathroom. The conductor walks by and he's like, oh, what are you guys doing? He's like, there's a lady stuck in there. He's like, well, hey, lady. It locks from the inside.
Hey, lady.
And so they're like, yeah, but she can't open it. And he's like, I don't know. So then he walks by. He's like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? You can't open a fucking door? And so now a passenger turns to me and is just like, is he drunk? I think he smells like alcohol. And I'm like, he's like this every day. He's like, how does he keep a job like this? Like, we're going to Connecticut, so it's like... so now...
Have you not met a train conductor before? That's a prerequisite for those people.
Being drunk?
You ever see someone smile? You ever see a train conductor smiling? Like finding a magical unicorn with a 14-inch rainbow penis, I guess. I don't know.
No, I mean, if a train conductor's like smiling, he's probably going to crash a train. That's probably...
Yeah, like a private pilot.
He's like, oh, you're all going
jacket
down,
kind of
motherfuckers. But
In Tokyo, if the train is late, they give you a sheet of paper that is an official apology to give to your boss because it is so infrequent. It almost never happens.
The ice trains in Europe are the same way. You can set your fucking watch to those things. I was in Europe like 6 years ago. Did all zipping around.
Oh, the European trains.
They do not fuck around. So that's pretty cool. They give you the apology letter.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and you know what? I was in Paris last year, and their train system's wonderful. It's all on rubber tires, so it's nice and smooth and everything, and it makes sense. And you can take a train from the airport right to the center of town, and it was $10. It was like €9.
That's
The
awesome.
only thing New
I
York
know.
has going for it compared to other cities like Moscow, Munich, Seoul, Tokyo, or London
Really interesting odors.
is 24/7.
Right.
That's the only
Oh yeah, they do shut down
multiple times
Yeah,
in
but who
high school. I
cares?
got stuck at 2:00 in the morning in Tokyo, and it's like you're not going anywhere until the trains start running
Like
at 6
6
in the
a.m.
morning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
then you can
exactly.
do
that's like the
karaoke
Metro
wherever
North,
you
though.
are,
Like
you
Metro
know?
North shuts down, too.
So is New Jersey Transit.
Yeah. I mean, that's not
It's
unusual.
only the MTA. It's the
Yeah.
only one in the world
I mean,
that actually
New
goes.
York, it's
every-
a pretty good system, but it's still
It's antiquated.
well, yeah. Well, you've
And
got
expensive.
100-year-old stations, you know.
It's like so expensive for.
What's
I
another
mean,
thing? In Paris, it was what was it? It was €170, which now is less than $1.70. So
Yeah.
because it's state subsidized,
Right.
because they tax the rich and they don't give corporations all these big breaks, and you know that can lead into, if you want to talk about Baltimore at some point. You know, therein lies the problem that society means everyone pitching in and doing their fucking job instead of, I need it, I want an Oompa Loompa. You know,
Right.
So,
No, it's true.
and that's the big answer.
So, just kind of switching gears a little. So I read this this article about this guy that's starting this company that's supposed to be for remembering your loved ones, and in the package, they will actually put the ashes of your loved one in a dildo.
I did read that.
How
Yeah.
does
I
that
did do
make
that.
you remember your what the like what?
Yeah, like they put like the ashes
I don't
of
want
your
to
loved
pay.
one
You
in
have
the
to pay
dildo.
for this.
Well, you're not going to do it for free.
Well, they would have to charge me. I don't even want to remember my relatives and they're alive.
Like, yeah, no.
Ew.
You pay for this remembrance box. It comes with like.
Oh, wait, is this a dildo, for a
dildo,
woman or a
little-
man?
Maybe they do
let's
a
not put
pocket
people in
pussy.
boxes.
I mean,
You know, maybe they can do a
Wait,
pocket
Kevin,
pussy
do you
with
use
the
dildos
ashes.
in sexual play? I'm just asking.
only when we have sword play, you know.
Okay.
Like, oh, haha, peel, power.
So what about
no.
men? You know, men who don't want to do dildos, maybe with a French tickler or maybe like a cock ring or something.
Well, maybe they can
is
put
a French
ashes in
tickler?
an imported
Put it in your
pussy.
dick.
What
or
about
something.
reliquary?
Extra
Can I get
prom,
like
basically.
bits of Jesus in a fucking dildo?
I
or
don't know if
something?
they can get bits of Jesus, but like since both of you guys are married, like
Peter
if you
the-
guys died, like how would you feel if your wives got like dildos with your ashes?
You know, if that, if that's what she needed to do, then that's what I've told her multiple times. I'm like, I would hope you would get remarried and move on with your
Right.
life.
Oh, there you go. That's a nice
But and if
thought.
she needs
But
an
let's say she
ash-filled
does that-
dildo, then that's what she needs.
But let's say she does that, but she still wants the ash-filled dildo just to remember you occasionally by, you know?
I would only be cool with it if she got a penis that was proportional to me. I don't want her to be like, this is finally the penis that I always wanted Pat to have.
Honey, can you please get the dildo with Pat in it? I just want to remember him for a while. Come on, it's okay. He's dead, you're here, you know? What the
Would you
fuck?
guys get like a pocket pussy with your wives' ashes?
Nope.
No, I would get a pocket pussy
I would get
with, like-
another real pussy instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are a lot of them around too. I would get a pocket pussy that dispensed food.
I don't want to knock.
I mean, think about it. Can you imagine you're like fucking a pocket pussy and some Pop Tarts pop out? Yeah.
I'm not gonna knock the pussy, but it's not.
into that
It's not
shit.
my wife's best trick. So,
like my Pop
I'm like,
Tarts.
there's a lot of different things.
What is her best trick now that we're on the conversation, Tim?
It's not card tricks.
It's basically a blowjob with two hands working at the same time.
Atta girl.
No.
The balls have to be gently pulled towards you. The shaft has to be worked, and you really don't have to put a lot in the mouth. Just the head. That's it.
Okay, I'm gonna help these two guys here for a second. You guys, your girlfriends, your wives, educable. This is what you do: blowjob with the thumb up the ass and the prostate massage. I am telling you, it is like a fucking trigger, and it makes your cock explode like a fucking V2 rocket in Hitler's backyard.
Here we
I
go.
swear. No, you got to do it. I had it once. I got one chick to do it. She took a thing of KY, bloop right up the ass, did the massage. I'm telling you, I exploded on her.
Massagey, boom.
That's why every blowjob just depresses me.
From
now,
an early
because no one
age,
will do it anymore.
somewhere around 15, it was my buddy's birthday, and his dad took us to a happy ending massage party.
That's a good dad.
And it became my addiction for like the next 4 years, from age 15 to age 19. But
why
there's
did it
always a
stop?
point where the Asian woman who's giving you, basically, it's a really nice Asian woman who gives you a bath, but at some point she starts paying too much attention to your balloon knot, and it's like, whoa, there doesn't need to be a finger in there. That's my opinion.
Can't handle that.
Around it, sure, not in
either.
there.
I had a girl lick my. This is a disgusting story.
Let's hear it. Yeah, come
do
on.
it,
Come
do
on.
it.
You asked for
She
it.
tossed your salad.
One time in Vegas.
In
There's a lot of
Vegas.
And it
stories
didn't
go.
stay in Vegas. Go
No,
on.
because it's coming out.
So I met her the night before. Long and the short, her roommate goes, "We can't fuck in our place tonight." She want to go back to my place. She goes, "Why don't you call me tomorrow? I'll just come right over. I'll be there in half an hour, and we'll fuck all afternoon."
Yes.
So I woke up, I took a dump, pay attention why, and didn't shower. She came over, banged, and she insisted on licking my asshole. And I said, "You may not want to do that." She goes,
Toss
I
the
don't care. I don't
salad.
care. She went downtown to Chinatown.
That's nice. She cleaned
And
you
got
out
brown.
too. That's
She
like
did.
that's a tongue
She
bidet.
did. That face is the same face I made too, Pat Rigby, but goddamn, I giggled like a schoolgirl when she licked my asshole. Let me
Did
tell you right
you
now.
let her kiss you after?
No, you kidding me? Fuck
Well,
outta here.
you know, a little Lysol on the tongue or
Like
something.
making
you
out.
know?
That's like licking a
Was
toilet
she
seat.
cute?
Oh, she was. She looked like Princess Jasmine from Aladdin.
But I wanna ask
She was
you a question.
Extremely hot.
Did
And-
it turn
and
you
with
on-
G cups? With G cups.
Did it turn you
And
on
daddy
even more?
issues.
Did it turn you on even more that there was a cute face eating your asshole? Your dirty fucking unwiped asshole.
I was
out?
texting friends at home when I was having this done to me.
Oh, you are a foul beast. I like you. Give it up for this guy. Come on.
Like, what are you doing in Vegas? I'm like, hold on, click. And
I'm using a chick's face as toilet paper. I love
mean,
it.
these things
Yes.
happen. These
But
things
I think
happen.
you hit the nail on the head. You said you were giggling. It's not.
It's so ticklish.
It's
Oh, no,
too
I-
ticklish to the
well,
point of
I
not.
can imagine. haven't had
I'll
that
have a
pleasure
boner
yet.
just because we're naked, but it's not. I'm like, touch the penis.
I giggle like the Pillsbury Doughboy when she was
Yeah.
looking at my fart box.
Okay.
It was amazing.
One quick, this I never told you this. Okay, remember
Okay.
I used to be huge. Remember I weighed a lot, all right? And I had this chick, a couple of times I had weird experiences, a lesbian, they wanted to experience like weird fat sex or something. So I had this crazy skinny chick who wanted to fuck me. Now, honestly, I didn't want to do it. My back hurt. It was weird. So she said, well, can I blow you at least, right? Now, I had to lay back, and I literally had to pick my stomach. I weighed 650 pounds, 53. Come on, that's pretty cool. So I had to...
Morbidly obese is amazing.
No, you should do it at least once in your life.
Never.
Oh, big deal. So anyway, I got stretch marks that can tell stories. Anyway, so I picked up my stomach, and there's this beautiful skinny chick blowing me, and I'm like, oh, this is great. And she started making me laugh, and I let the stomach go, and it just literally, I could have killed her. It rolled on her head, and she's like, I can't breathe. And I said, what? I can't hear you. And I could have killed her, but I didn't want to die because that would, I didn't want her to die because that would have been, not that I didn't want to kill her, but do you realize how embarrassing it would have been to find a dead woman stuck in your stomach bowl? So I pulled it up, and everything went well.
Did you give a Jabba the Hutt laugh after you dropped your stomach? Oh.
I don't know if it was a job. I think it was just an angry Bob laugh. But hey, I got a blowjob from a skinny chick and almost
is
killed her.
true.
So that was fun. It was a lot of fun.
So Kevin, do you
Yes,
think
ma'am.
that why do you keep calling me ma'am? So do you think that our kids are being pussified?
Oh, 100%
Worst.
pussified. Why do I base that? Well, let's look at some facts here. How many people did you know growing up, legitimately, that had a nut allergy?
I did.
How many?
None.
No, I mean, I.
Because I'm
personally
older
did.
than you.
Okay, well, you
Well,
do?
then my best friend in kindergarten, he was like, so I had a nut allergy, but like my best friend in kindergarten also was another like food allergy kid. So like, just to like, I'm just gonna digress for a second. So like, we both had like a hard time in kindergarten because we couldn't eat a lot of stuff. So we like, they sat us together. But whenever like kindergarten got too much for us, we would switch each other's food because like my food would make him sick and his food would make me sick, and then like we'd eat it so we could go home. So it's like he couldn't eat like red stuff, I couldn't eat yellow stuff, so I'd give him like my cough drops. He'd give me like his cheese sandwich, and then we'd just start throwing up all over the place, and then they'd send us home, and it was just like that's how we like got out of kindergarten.
I think what Kevin was talking
so
about.
two people, right? So two people.
No, but I know what he's talking about.
You used to be ostracized versus before it was like, oh, one person can't have it. Now nobody.
No,
can
you
have
put
it.
up with it. I mean, when I grew up, seriously, I didn't not one asthma, not one nut allergy. There was just one Asian kid in our class we used to terrorize, but he was just Asian. So, but I know what you're talking about.
It's a sudden onslaught of nut allergies from where? I knew one person growing up, and that's
could be
fine.
environmental,
And you sound, it sounds legit, but now everyone's like, oh, my kid can't have gluten. Not everyone has fucking celiac disease, but not only that, though.
Gluten?
Yeah, the gluten thing.
The arranged
That's
play
ridiculous.
dates, you can't
I
have your
love
kid walk to school by themselves. I grew up 3 blocks from my elementary school and walked all the time with no big. I'll let my daughter walk to school back and forth.
Nobody touched me.
My
when I was
nephew
fat.
lives across the street. He's 10 years old, lives across the street from a playground, and needed me to go with him to go across the street to the
Oh my
playground.
God.
And then they brought up like kidnappers, and then you're the awkward position. I'm like, he's not that cute.
This is why the Chinese are going to take us over eventually, because we're a bunch of fat pussies who are afraid of nuts and air. All right.
And the last but not least, of course, is the backpacks with wheels on them. I do about this, my act. I will never buy my son a backpack with wheels on them because he will be a man who will then have his briefcase with wheels on them, and nothing dries up vaginas faster, I would imagine, than seeing a man with a briefcase with wheels on
Well,
them.
you know, I don't necessarily think that a briefcase with the wheels dries up my vagina. It makes me think, you know, he's worried about his spinal health. And he probably has a job that can afford a briefcase with wheels on it. So
Can I, but I will never carry one.
Look,
It's all about carry your books in your backpack like a normal kid.
No,
we all get your core strength. That's how kids are getting fat too. Tighten up your core.
No, I'm on this guy's side. No,
Right on.
seriously. You know what? Did anyone go to Guadalcanal with a fucking backpack with wheels? Did we conquer Hitler with a backpack with wheels? No, we walked and we shot Nazis, right? I mean, no offense, I know you're German,
No,
but
we were here before
Japs too.
that.
Japs too. So I'm just
And
saying.
Italians. Don't forget the Italians.
No, you're right. The fucking Italians. God damn it. You know, I would punch a few of my relatives. But I'm just saying, we shot and we didn't have fucking wheels. So good.
I would go one further.
Sig Heil.
I don't
That's
know
all I
why
wanna
kids
say.
today still have book bags, because that means they need books, and it's obvious that if they just had one paper thin like iPad or something like that,
There
would
are no
eliminate
books anymore.
every-
It's all in the goddamn fucking
Exactly.
pads.
All of that just seems like a pyramid scheme.
They don't
going
even
back
know how
the
to
state
read
of
anymore.
Texas.
It's all
Pyramid
pictographs
scheme.
now.
It's all part of Amway or some shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. No, it's Scientology. It's like, well, you're pre-clear, so you use this fun
I'm like,
dick and
who
chain.
uses books anymore?
I know.
I'm the
I
one
think it
asshole who
probably
still
is.
buys books from Amazon. I
I
like
buy
having
books.
a book. It makes
I
me look
love
smarter
books.
too. No, I mean, but yeah, I just like having the book in my hand and carrying.
I
my
was
bag
that
too.
I was that way for the longest time, and then you run out of something to read on the subway, and you're like, "What do I do now?"
I packed 2 books.
Oh, that's cool. But you have
But I get it. I know I'm on the tail end of that. I understand.
when you actually there is an annoying you having to charge your book and all of that stuff, but the convenience of having a library it's so much easier,
Right.
so much
Yeah.
better.
no, definitely true.
And
So
these kids don't need that big a backpack. They don't need anything.
no, it's true, and I
No
don't know. I think
dodgeball,
that
none of
most of the problem. I think that I agree to the fact that our kids are being pussified. I don't necessarily think it has to do with peanut allergies or.
Well, I know
nut
that's just one
allergies.
thing. I would say another thing too is, of course,
Um,
the eradication of like dodgeball and shit like that. Like, oh, it's aggression.
I
Like,
still
shut
have
the fuck up.
dodgeball nightmares. Not all of us were like, you know, athletic and shit. But I think with my big issue is the fact that like nothing is earned anymore. Like everything is just an entitlement. Like there's just trophies just given because like, oh, you played, you get a trophy. It's not like, oh no, like you actually scored a point, like you did well. I think that to me, the pussification of our kids is based more on the fact that they don't actually have to excel at anything to get
Noticed.
noticed
Right.
or like, you know,
Everyone gets a participation ribbon.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, well, you were here, so you did something. It's like, no, you just sat there and you didn't do anything. Like, why are you getting this award?
Yeah,
like,
I understand.
Well, yeah, that's the problem. They used to be like someone won and someone lost. There's losers and there winners, and if you're a loser, you strive to be a winner, like the fucking Oscars. And the Oscar goes to, if I was giving an Oscar, I'd say the winner gets this and the losers can go fuck each other, you know? Build some backbone.
This is true.
I would be the best or the worst parent in the world. Probably the worst.
Probably the worst.
Yeah, that's why I don't have kids. I can't even commit on a cat. I have a picture of a cat. I like cats. His name's Tuffy.
Huffy.
Tuffy. He's got a little bit of a weight problem, but I like that. Who doesn't like a fat cat?
I hit my 10-year-old nephew in the nuts.
Yes!
Because
Thank God, finally.
he kept doing it to me. And initially, I tried to reason with him. I was like, Lucas, boys don't punch other boys in that area.
As long as they yell at Bangkok, though.
Or something.
What?
I'm like, unless you're getting thrown in the back of a van, then
That's
go
silly,
nuts.
but I like it.
And then he was like, and then he punched me in the nuts again, and I lost my cool. And
broke his
I
jaw.
punched. I didn't like Mike Tyson the situation, but I definitely flicked him in the groin, and he dropped to his knees. I was like,
Did he
you didn't
cry?
like that, did you? No, because he's a little kid. It doesn't affect him as much.
Yeah,
I
but
see
his
Pat
nuts
Rigby.
is
I
still
see
up
Pat
there.
Rigby doing their Shoryuken from Ken or Ryu from
His
Street Fighter
nuts are
2.
still up there, right?
Yeah, exactly. But some
Walk it up, pussy.
Yeah,
Did you loosen them at all?
pain is an excellent teacher, is what I'm trying to
Sure
say.
is.
It is.
This is true. So, Pat, where's the best burger in New York City?
Uh-oh.
Oh, I've got mine.
I got a few here.
I'm
too.
of the opinion that it's Bear Burger.
Beer
Stop
burger.
it.
Bear Burger.
I like Bear Burger.
I've never
I
been,
do.
but
You got to get the bison with the country bacon,
Okay.
and the Asiago cheese.
Now, which beer burger?
I use. I think they're all pretty good, but I go to the one in Astoria.
okay.
But I've been to the Minetta Lane.
I've heard that. I haven't been there. That's on the list.
No, that's mine.
It's not good.
No.
It's $20, $30, and it's
Are
not
you
good.
kidding?
I had it. It was the Black
The
Label burger.
Black Label. It's amazing. You really didn't like it? You're gay.
They didn't put enough on it.
He called him gay, but he has a picture of a cat on his phone.
I have a picture. No, at home actually in a frame. That's even worse.
Lawyered.
I
Where
know.
is the best burger?
No.
Well, what are we talking? Are we talking fast food? Or are we talking other kind of place?
Well, best
food
burger.
place.
Best
Sky's
burger.
the limit. Number one with the bullet, and then we can go like.
Don't
best
say
fast
Shake
food.
Shack.
No,
Very
Shake Shack and
overrated.
fucking. It's good, but it's not that. It's not the best.
It's so
I would
overrated.
say I love Wolfgang Puck's burger. It's fucking phenomenal.
Okay.
Never had it. But
You need to try it.
Okay.
More
The
Orange
best
Steakhouse
fast
are
food is In-N-Out without a fucking question in the
really
world.
good.
I've never had
Five Guys
In-N-Out.
number 2.
Five Guys
stand-
isn't bad.
I don't
Five
like
Guys
Whataburger
isn't
is
bad,
pretty
and you
good
get free
for-
I
nuts.
have to get that. I was in Texas. My buddy said, should have went there, but they had In-N-Out. I said, fuck that. I'm going In-N-Out. And I went 3 times. I got gone.
Whataburger's
I heard
really
it's good. I heard it's
Yeah.
good.
I like that a lot for fast food.
I've
Okay.
never been to In-N-Out.
Well, that's because it's on the West Coast.
They're actually
I've been to the
they're
West
building
Coast,
one.
but I
In
didn't-
they're building one in New York. I heard or something.
They'll never. I already talked to them 8 ways till Sunday. They're not going to go past the Mississippi.
Really?
Never happening.
Where did I hear? You know,
That's
we're
totally
getting
not true.
Chick-fil-A, but fuck Chick-fil-A. It's
Both
not-
In-N-Out and Whataburger have a similar customer service premise, which just blows away McDonald's or Burger King.
What's
they
the
come
difference?
they come out to the car almost
okay.
like they're not on roller skates or anything, but it's a much more personal.
Yeah, they have an
Oh.
iPad and they
Yeah.
sit there and.
I do have to say one thing for fast food, shitty hamburgers. White Castle still rules. It does.
Yeah.
No. You got to be a little drunk or a little high,
No,
or
I
after
gotta-
3 in the morning.
or
I'm
need a
sorry.
colonoscopy the next day. You need to clear out
The
the,
last
fucking
time-
hatch.
You don't
The
need
last
a
time I
colonoscopy.
had-
You
You
know
have-
what's
Right.
going to
you have the
happen
burger.
anyway? Who cares? I still
Last
like
time I had White Castle, I vomited so bad I gave myself a black eye. Popped all the blood vessels.
Yeah, but that's
around
just,
here.
you have a nice story now. Look at that.
No.
I think as you bash your head in the toilet repeatedly saying, why the fuck did I get White Castle?
I was straining like
No, that's my
Linda
favorite
Blair
shitty
vibes.
burgers. But I do like Minetta Hill. And there's also, what is it? God damn it, there's a very fancy, and this is really helping, fancy hotel. I think it's
Best
the
Western.
St. Regis. No, the St. Regis has this stupid little burger bar somewhere buried in it. And it's like, you can look it up, St. Regis. And it's like a $30 burger. I've never had it. It's supposed to be phenomenal. It's, you know.
Too much of that is, I think $30 is too much.
No, I agree, but if it's good, you know, anyone.
And that was my problem with the Black Label burger at Minetta Lane because
You
that
know
was
what? Try
that
it
was the
again.
one that
What did
started.
Are you
like
saying
about
it's
it?
over? It doesn't taste good,
No,
or is
it's
just you're
amazing.
overpriced?
What didn't you like about it?
it wasn't as good as a Bear Burger, which is about $10 cheaper.
Where is Bear Burger? Where on?
Lower East Side.
Yeah,
I have to go check it out. I will.
There's
I
one
think
like
there's like
Midtown
two in
East.
Very
Astoria.
fair that way, you know.
They've got one in Westchester too.
How do you like your bread? I like mine medium. I don't like it. I don't like too.
I like a medium rare.
Yeah. A little
Also,
bloody.
the Minetta Lane didn't have. They only had shoestring French fries. I like different. I like sweet potato fries.
You know what they
potato
had?
fries
And
are
no
Waffle
milkshake.
fries are
And no
delightful.
milkshake. They
Do
were
you
like,
like
we're
bone
going to put a
marrow?
spin on the American meal, and then no milkshake.
No, they don't have milk, but they have bone marrow. Oh my God, they give you the big bones and the marrow.
I think I just got the burger and fries.
Oh,
and
it's
like,
so good.
We paid like $35
It's a steak
for
place.
it.
It's a steak
Definitely
place.
don't like
It's not
bone
really,
marrow.
you know. But yeah, Five Guys is good. For the
I
price.
don't like
Their
Five
fries are the
Guys.
best.
Yeah,
And they're
exactly.
not.
Not even
I like
close.
the nuts. The nuts are good. You know, they give you
Right.
free.
I like how they
peanuts.
tell you
I
where
don't
the
eat the
fries are
nuts.
from in Idaho.
I can
Oh,
totally give a
you're
shit where they
right.
come from as long as they're fucking good.
Yeah, no, I think
There are a lot
Five
of good
Guys are
burgers in the
gross.
city.
To be honest, like I think it's just so greasy and like there's just
Five Guys.
yeah. I think it's just-
That's a knock on
it's
that.
like
My
it's-
parents said the same thing.
Yeah.
It's so gross. Like I really.
Do you
didn't
know
like
what's
them.
good at Shake Shack? The vegetarian burger. It's a deep fried portobello mushroom. It's stop. It's
I hate
fantastic.
mushrooms.
Oh, then you suck.
I can't eat a
It's
fungus.
oh no. I'm
You think you're the only OCD one?
Oh my
I
God.
cannot
Well,
eat a
if
fungus.
you did, they are good.
Ugh.
Okay.
Mushrooms are disgusting.
I'm with you on that 100%.
Wow.
I think I could tolerate.
Haters.
Oh
That's
my
right.
God. The only thing that I
Hating the
cannot stand more
mushrooms.
than a friggin' mushroom is like a bush. I don't know.
Or an
A
Albanian
bush.
penis.
A bush.
A bush.
Call back.
You mean you're talking about a lady
Fucking
bush?
gypsies.
No, I'm talking about like the
A George
people,
Bush?
like a George.
Oh, I think you were
or-
talking about like going down on
No.
a lady. You know, I'd rather have a mushroom than go down on.
All right, we've been doing this show for how many weeks? I am not a lesbian.
No,
I've never
I know,
had a
but I'm
lesbian
not-
experience.
Oh, come
Every
on.
time you ask,
Maryssa,
no,
I love
I
you
have
so
never gone
much.
down on a chick. Okay.
But would you?
No.
If she was nice.
If it's Oprah and she's giving me $1 billion, yes.
Oh,
But
You get a
anything
bush,
other
and
than
you get a
that-
bush, and you get a bush, and you
Always
get
a
a bush.
price. There's always a
There's
price.
a price, but I'm saying.
But let's
like,
say it was not her bush. Let's say it was Katy Perry's bush she was giving away. And
Or
she's
Gayle
singing-
King's bush.
And she's singing that
how
Firecracker
much money are we
song.
talking about?
A
Because
house,
you
a
had to
car.
say the money and the amount of hair have to have some sort of.
I would assume Katy Perry shaved very well down there. What do you think?
I don't know, but that's
I know,
still-
'Cause she's
It's
a
amazing.
firecracker.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
can't light a
sure.
firecracker with all that hair. It'll
She's
cause
a
it-
dark horse.
I like her. I
Which
don't know
which
why.
modern one has a full, just all natural bush?
Wait, which modern woman has a full natural
Were we
bush?
just talking about Katy Perry?
Yeah.
Well, you think she's got one?
No, Katy Perry is obviously trimmed up.
Oh yeah, she's got
But
a
which
landing
which
strip down
current
there.
female artist is not?
Oh.
Meryl Streep.
Like is FKA Twigs just rocking the
Oh
all
my
natural?
God.
I feel like
Meryl
Adele.
Streep is
Where'd that come from?
Meryl Streep has
Adele?
Samuel L.
I
think
Jackson.
Sally
Adele.
Fields.
Adele? I can
Yeah.
see
Sally
that.
Fields.
Because
Adele?
because I feel like she
Adele.
has this whole like.
Here, I'm gonna write.
Earthiness.
Who's got the biggest
No,
bush?
like she's just kind of like this 1950s nuance to her, and like I just feel like
Kurt Cobain's ex,
Courtney Love.
Yeah, Courtney Love.
I'm gonna
She's got
go.
a whole
I'm gonna go with
fucking-
you on that with the Adele. In
She's
fact,
got
I'm gonna
topiary
re-raise you and say
down
that
there.
she has Abraham Lincoln sideburns up the sides of her legs. Like she is
Wow.
completely black.
Who is that? She's dead now, but tried to make me go to rehab.
Amy
Oh, Amy
Winehouse.
Winehouse.
She had a crazy bush. That's
She had
what I'm saying.
fucking
It looked like
topiary.
Larry from the Three Stooges coming out of
Really?
the. I'm guessing.
You think it's still?
Well, I
grow-
mean-
Did she have Samuel Jackson from Pulp Fiction, a leg lock?
Doesn't it still grow a little bit while you're dead? Just a little bit.
I think it's that
I
was
think
they,
hair
they
grows.
figured out it's because
Yeah.
the skin is
Oh
retracting,
yeah,
not so much
yeah.
the hair.
The hair
That's
is growing.
gross. Being dead sucks.
I've heard.
I heard.
Yeah, I mean we won't know it for a while.
Well, we
hopefully.
will. Well, we
Knock
won't,
on
but someone will
glass.
know. I would like to die and have my body like somewhere with people and just see what happens as it like gets really gross and explodes occasionally or something.
You can donate to the University of Tennessee and they'll do that for you.
Oh yeah. They stick
Wait,
you out
really?
back.
I'm
right?
amazed how you fired that fact out in about 0.3 seconds.
No, but
Pat.
it's true. They have like this backyard where they stick dead bodies. It's like a CSI thing, and they want to see how they rot. So if they find a dead body, they can figure out how
How
long it's been
long?
lying. Yeah, isn't
So
that
they'll
brilliant?
just take a body, throw
Wouldn't you
it
love to go
after
through
you've
that
donated.
backyard?
They'll
I
leave your
would.
body outside, and then it'll be out there for a
I
week,
love
2 weeks,
weird
and then the
dead
students
things.
have to guess how long that your body's been
I love
lying there.
cemeteries.
Imagine if the
That's
boys from Stand By Me found that field. They would have a field day, no pun intended.
But
That would have taken the movie in a different direction.
Yep.
This is true.
Yes.
So
Very exciting show. Give it up. These guys were great, I think. Good job, guys.
good job, you guys. So now, Kevin,
Yes, ma'am.
again with the man. Where are you from?
From the great state of New Jersey.
Hey.
Princeton,
No, I
New
mean
Jersey.
like originally.
Meaning,
Like, did you just like move to Jersey? Or
No.
you were born in Jersey?
Well, no, I did. My parents. I actually was born in Indiana, but we moved when I was 3, so I don't count that.
And then you moved to Jersey?
Yeah, to Jersey.
Okay.
Was
I'm
your
just trying
father
to,
military?
Usually
Military?
the
No,
MAM
not
stuff
at all.
is like
What part of
usually
Jersey?
Southern
Princeton.
people.
Princeton? All right.
You?
My wife is from Pennsville, New Jersey. Exit 1. On the top.
Wow.
That's like Cape May shit.
That's
no,
practically
Cape
Maryland.
May is even farther south. This is like
Turnpike South. Turnpike
right
is one.
next to Delaware.
Did she say home and phone and water?
Yeah,
I would choke.
one
I
of
love,
those.
I love the Delaware Valley accent.
That
Like-
accent kills
That's
me.
like John Waters, like Baltimore. You from Baltimore?
Yes. What was your question?
So, you had kind of talked a little bit about the pussification of kids, but like, do you feel that adults are also pussified because comedians have to apologize for their jokes?
The fake outrage factor. Yes, I do.
Yes.
Completely 100% agree.
Good
So,
man.
like, do you feel like a comedian should have to apologize if they offend someone?
Nope.
Never.
Nope.
Never
It's kind of like going
apologize.
to an amusement park ride. I'm like, oh my god, that ride scared me. Well, asshole, what do you expect? You're going on a fucking roller coaster.
Yeah.
Never
Like,
apologize
Is there like
for
any
humor.
point where you feel like you told a joke and you've gone too far?
Nope.
Yeah, and you know it because the audience doesn't laugh. My big one is like the Tracy Morgan one where he was talking. It was like,
Beating
if I
his
found
kid?
it,
Because
my
he's
kid
gay,
was
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
They totally took the joke out of context, and they were just said this one line, and it's obvious when he's delivering the line to an audience, they're laughing. So in the context of it, it was funny, and they just remove it and be like, I can't believe he said that.
Well, it's bullshit. They do
Right.
that on purpose all the time. That's why, when you get interviewed now, if you get interviewed, tape it. Like, I got interviewed for something, and I made sure to tape it, so I had the whole thing. I had just in case. You do that to cover your ass. And I had a show where I said retard. Retard's one of my favorite words. You can keep the N-word. I want
It's my
retard.
safe word, actually.
I want tranny. And some woman came up to me afterwards. Good show. Came up to me afterwards, and she said, I think you're very funny from the South, but I want you right now to promise never to say that R word again because I have a special needs child. And I said, look, the context wasn't, I wasn't even making fun of retards. I was making fun of the word itself. And I said, no, I won't. And she started cursing me out. It's a little Southern woman, and the husband just pulled her away with this resigned look, and I goes, and I just, no.
Take your retarded wife the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do comedy to like attack or be mean or just salaciously, if something happens, it's gonna be on your head.
Right.
But
You're
if
not
you
gonna
say
have an
something-
audience.
right? But if you say something and it's satirical or you're making fun of it or whatever, you can say anything you want. As long as you're being funny and you're being interesting, you can say whatever the fuck you want. But if you're just being a dick, then you can still say it, but you have to put up with the consequences. Yeah, that's fair.
So, Pat, where can people see you next?
They should come this Tuesday to No Fun Bar.
Yes.
On Ludlow and Stanton.
Oh yeah.
That's an awesome show. I've
Come
been
check
there.
it out.
Yeah.
Excellent
Come
show
check-
run
what
by
time is the
your
show?
co-host Todd
9
Modesty.
o'clock.
Yes.
9 o'clock. So check out Pat at No Fun.
Do it.
Kevin, where can people see you next?
Well, believe it or not, I will be on the lovely Maryssa Miller show next Saturday night, the 9th.
Where is that?
How silly of me. Broadway Comedy Club, guys, 10 o'clock p.m. I'll be there. I'll be in Cincinnati Monday through Thursday for work shit, but that's fine. But yeah, that's fine. So I'll see her the 9th at the, is it the Fashionably Funny show? Would that be correct?
This is true.
See, there you go.
All
the
right,
next
you
big one.
guys.
And at Kevin Gootee, Gootee, and Safe Word Podcast. That's that. That's cool.
And he is
Check him out.
clean shaven again, just in case one.
If you like clean-shaven Germans that have safe word podcasts, then you want to check out Kevin Gootee.
Yeah, and Maryssa was on the last episode of the Safe Word Podcast, so there you go.
Safe
This
word.
is true.
Yeah.
My safe word was uncomfortable.
My safe word is get out of my crotch.
All right, we're going to take a short break. Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Take it.